All right, so we've got the Rokon all ready to be disassembled so that we can get this thing up to sandblast and get this sucker painted for Ed. I am so excited to see Ed when he gets this, the trailer, and the Golden Nugget all on a package deal back. It's actually super exciting. And riding this thing, the joy I get from it, I can't even imagine how fun it is for Ed. Even Hillbilly, he's a Harley guy, he's loving this Rokon.
Fun dirt bike.
It's like an oversized tote goat. Every single child needs a Rokon.
See, I have a 83 Honda dirt bike, but it's not a Rokon.
It's close.
Yeah, no, it's only one-wheel drive.
So we're gonna start by disassembling the wheel. We're basically gonna do everything that Sean did. It's kind of the process, because when we go to paint something, we do a full disassembly. So we're gonna get the wheels off of it, we're gonna get the basket off of it, we're gonna get this tank off of it, we're gonna be taking the seat off. We've already got the fender out of it. That goes right here. Kickstand, that's coming off. Belt shield's coming off. Oh, we might have to weld that, Hillbilly. That's hitting. We're gonna have to do something with this. We'll figure it out. Probably gotta clearance that a little bit. That might be the first thing that we do. We'll get the shift lever off, get the motor out of it, get your transaxle out, your drive shaft, front gearbox, chains, everything's coming off of this thing all the way down to the bare frame. So we talked to you guys, asked you a bunch of questions on what you think. We're gonna be doing a lot of cool things. All the color schemes, we're gonna be using some Cerakote. We're gonna be painting it black, gold, leaving some of the chrome. Got a lot of stuff in store for this bike. We're gonna get to work. First things first, we gotta pull this chain off by getting a little keeper out. So crazy. This little cotter pin keeps the entire chain together. That's really putting some faith. And you only want to use cotter pins so many times before you change them, because they'll break on you.
So next time we put it in, it'll be new.
Okay, so this is our front chain. Definitely want to keep that separated. One drive tire, expertly removed. So when we go to final assemble this, we're going to be weighing pretty heavily on Bikes and Beards. So they're the experts when it comes to this. We may have a lot of questions, making sure that we're doing things correctly, because they spearheaded this project and we don't want to screw anything up. We already made enough mistakes on the Golden Nugget trailer. Oh, man, the cute little ammo can basket thingy-majigger.
I'm gonna say it's to haul his bread.
20 hours later, got my long bolt out. It's like they built this Rokon from a hardware store. There's some crazy little brake discs.
Just find more of those if you needed them.
Yeah, those are definitely something you don't want to lose.
Or break.
We're gonna get some baggies because we definitely don't want to be losing anything. Did that just come off?
Yeah.
So we had 2 bolts at the back. Ejecto this gearbox. Look at that cute little thing. It's just key weight in there. This gearbox has got all brand new seals, and all we're doing is taking this off, putting it on the shelf. Look at that little gearbox though. That is so cool. Apex Dayton 20-D-250 July 1969. Locating DOT. Look at that U-joint in there. Way too cool. Next, let's get the fuel tank off. So what we've done is we've ran this bike, we shut the fuel off, we ran the bike until the carburetor ran out of gas. That way when we unhook the gas line, it doesn't leak anywhere.
It's also good to run the carburetor dry before storing it. And then you don't have to tear it apart and clean it next year.
We gotta put that somewhere safe. Oh, thought that was out of fuel.
Just because the carb is doesn't mean the line is.
So we got a couple of zip ties that we gotta remember, so we're gonna film it. We got one right here. This is holding the throttle cable to the frame and the kill switch wire. We've got another one right here on the main frame. This is holding the headlight wire. So there you go. When I go back to this video, when I reassemble it, I'll remember those.
And a hose clamp right behind the main frame zip tie.
Oh, I got a zip tie right here.
Whoa!
Lift up.
Catastrophic.
So we're gonna need to get us some big zip ties, some large ones, large mouth zip ties. That is the headlight wire. So now I need to get my throttle cable undone from the carburetor. And that's right here. Actually, I'm gonna take this little Phillips head screw out. Then I don't have to readjust the cable. I don't have to do anything.
You can definitely tell what tools you haven't used in a while. Nugget dust is all over them.
Yeah. We're just gonna leave all of this together. This goes right on here. It's keyed onto the carburetor. That's for the throttle. So I'm just gonna take the screw, put it back in, and ta-da! This comes through the center of the bars.
Who put these on? I think I tightened it on.
Yeah, you probably did. All right, we're just gonna go ahead and leave all that together. We don't want to have that coming apart. No, we don't. All right, so we got a little keeper in here to get that bolt out. Same with the bottom, right?
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have to Cerakote a bunch of bolts. All right, seat. Voila! Just lifts right off. Our bolts are trapped up in here, so they shouldn't go anywhere. Aquila, made in Italy. Look at that old seat. Look at these springs.
Authentic.
This old stuff is so cool to me. We got a bolt right here that is holding this front fork in, and then there's a keeper. This keeper is what I'm taking out right now. This keeps the bolt locked in. Just a little keeper screw that clamps down on the bolt. All right, now we'll just get this top and bottom bolt out. Get this fork assembly off. Looks like it's got a crack in it. If you look right here, we got a cracked fork. So we'll definitely, after the sandblasting, we're gonna definitely have to do a little bit of repair work, but that's it's got a stress crack.
You'll see all of it once it's sandblasted.
So we'll go through and we'll weld up the frame where it needs and do whatever repair work we need to do on it and make this thing safe for Ed. Years and years of fun ahead of him. So what we'll do is all our bolt holes, we'll run taps in them. We'll clean up all our bolts. We'll paint our bolts. We'll do all the little detail stuff that we like to do. This thing will be a brand new 1969-2020 Rokon Trailbreaker.
It's not 2020 though, it's 2022.
Sorry, a 1969-2022 Rokon Trailbreaker. Well, those got bushings.
Ah,
What? What is that?
water!
Serious?
It beat on you.
Oh, out of the pipe, out of the holes.
Yeah! It's been in there for a minute.
You can smell it.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna pull this off. Look at that. Comes right out. It's all lubricated by rusty water. Luckily, every single bolt's coming out because Sean and Craig already had it all apart. Definitely gonna have to weld this back up. We're dang near apart. Way simpler than a car, that's for sure. Okay, so we've got a couple of broken welds right here. We got one there, one here. So what we'll probably want to do is try to spot weld them with the Pro Spot. So that's gonna have to get fixed tomorrow.
Okay, so I'm removing the rear drive chain so we can get the rear transfer case out. And there's the rear chain.
I'm gonna take the drive chain apart. Oh, dropped another piece. Got it. So I got the little mini drive chain out. Hillbilly's got the rear chain off. Now we're trying to figure out, Hillbilly thinks we're gonna have to drop the exhaust first before we can drop the rear wheel.
No, we can drop the rear wheel to get the kickstart.
Oh, okay, yeah.
There's a bolt right behind it.
All right, well you work on that. I'm gonna work on getting this drive belt off.
A couple more threads and it will be off. There's the exhaust. Oh, we got a pinhole in the exhaust, got a weld.
Where? Uh-oh.
I have a feeling we might have to drop that roller pin to get this to slide back far enough because the gear's gonna hit. 691410 is the VIN number. Is this a 69?
Mm-hmm.
First two digits of the VIN number. Hey Robby, can I make these rims shine to where you see a reflection in them? What's holding it in there?
That is the coolest little thing. We got the new hitch off that one of you awesome viewers sent to us. Ed's gonna be so thrilled about that. I like vintage.
So hold on. On my side I got a spacer, then a washer.
I've got a spacer, no washer, then a washer and a spacer on the outside. Voila! Look at that.
I wish my dirt bike was this easy to tear apart.
Hey, what do you guys think? This is an aluminum wheel. Should we make Hillbilly polish it?
Let it shine to see a reflection.
Look at this. We could get some metal polish. He could do some sanding. We could buff that up. Take the sprocket off. Make him shine like a goat. Yeehaw.
It looked real nice. So Ed can see how good he's looking as he walks up to his bike.
We're gonna get this kickstand off. We took the cotter pin out. That'll get replaced. Now we're just gonna get the pin out. One premium kickstand.
Expertly removed.
Now we need to get the motor. Wow, this thing is cute.
I have felt smaller chainsaws way more than this.
This is like a weed whacker.
Weed whacker's even heavier than this if I had to guess.
Wow, we can't expertly remove this. Look at that. This is the cutest little motor I've ever seen.
Yeah, we had to spin it upside down, around, in circles just to get it out.
But guess what? It's out! And that is what matters. One little shift lever. We'll want to polish that up. We got lucky.
How does that grip?
I have no clue. No way.
How does it grip?
I don't know, but it does.
A spring.
Oh my gosh.
A centrifugal spring.
That is the coolest thing. This has a one-way spring on it. It's like a Chinese finger trap.
When we put it back together, we're going to want to put that on that and slide it in so we're not trying to fight to put it in.
Oh yeah, gotta turn it backwards. Look at that, it's like a limited slip. That is the coolest freaking thing I've ever seen. Look at that, that is a spring.
You know what it reminds me of? Flex pipe for your exhaust.
Yeah.
You twist it one way, it tightens up. Twist it the other way, it loosens up.
No, it's a Chinese finger trap. And it identifies as a Rokon drive shaft. This whole stuff just fascinates me. All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and say that this is taken apart. We're gonna get this all cleaned up and we're gonna hit it again tomorrow. It's super late, so guess what time it is? It is tomorrow. All right, it is another day. We are getting ready to get the Rokon frame and all the parts for it loaded up on the tow truck because we're gonna take him up to get him sandblasted. So Hillbilly got all the grease out of that drive shaft area. You can see it's dripping over here. So we've got the trailer wheels in here also, all the fork pieces. We've got the rear bumper. Hillbilly's working on the fender. We've got a few things to load up from the shop as well. So we're gonna leave this here because we still have to weld it and fix it, and then we will sandblast it here. We about forgot the exhaust. Let's get this draft neck loaded. Go right there. We're gonna use a tank strap. We're gonna strap the Rokon frame all the way down to the trailer. We don't want that thing going nowhere. We need 4 and Hillbilly gets us 20.
Rather have too much than not enough.
Do you know what you're doing?
I hope I do.
Aw, so cute.
It is a very cute, oversized tote goat. Ed is so excited for this thing. When I was down there to Matt's, I talked to Ed about it.
Drove that Rokon yet?
A little bit.
Good.
That thing is so
How you
cool.
like it?
It's like an oversized tote goat. I love it.
I've crashed on it a lot too.
I can see why.
I was going down a steep hill there. My son was holding the back end. He slipped and let go and
Oh my head.
didn't hurt the bike any.
No, that thing probably just kept trying to go. 100 to 1 gear ratio. That thing's pretty low.
Bike and beard.
Yeah, Sean and Craig.
They had 2 of them. They tried to pull on a big tree. Even 3 of them on it. Wouldn't budge it. They hooked mine up to it. Pulled it
Pull it right off.
That 100 to 1 gear ratio low gear is good. It's like riding a buffalo.
Yeah, I put my legs out and had to
If you
keep.
loaded it, basically.
Oh yeah. I can't wait to see you ride that Rokon. Man.
Top speed's about 15, 20. I can unhook that front chain and get 5 more miles out of it. But think about building pontoons on it and then go across the lake in it.
Well, I think that's a
I
great
think it would be
idea.
a slow trip across the lake.
Swim faster than that thing and drive. It's good talking to you, Ed.
Yeah.
You have a good day.
Did Ed have a grin from ear to ear?
Yeah, literally from ear to ear. He couldn't stop smiling, and he was super pumped that I got to ride his Rokon, and that made me happy. So we're winning. You know you want to.
That ain't going nowhere.
That's what I thought. It's time to roll. All right, so we're in the tow truck headed to Salt Lake. We've got the Rokon and the trailer. You're gonna have to watch another episode for the trailer to see what's happening with that. We've got Demery with me, the boss, and we're gonna get up there to Extreme Powder Coatings, drop this off to the sandblasters, then we're gonna go get some food and head back to the shop. Some of you may have noticed that the Rokon is sitting on top of the trailer. Just don't worry about that. Check back next Wednesday and you'll understand why, but just don't look. Just turn the camera. Good. All right, so we just left my buddy Kevin's at Powder Extreme Coatings. He just dropped everything off, talked with his employees, got a game plan on what they're gonna do for us, and then we'll be back up another time to pick everything up. Me and the boss are gonna go get some food, and we're gonna head back to the shop because we've got a lot more stuff we need to take care of once we get back there. So we are back at the shop. We were straight up, straight back, dropped that stuff off. Here's what we have left. We need your help. I'm talking to you. Yeah, that's right, you. Okay, listen up. These wheels are aluminum. Should we A, leave them alone,
I want to buff and polish them.
or B, should we sand them and polish them with metal polish and make these puppies shine? Let us know in the comments. It's up to you. Let us know what you think Ed would like. If you look at my table of stuff, yesterday afternoon was a Rokon. Not anymore. I don't even know where to begin or where it ends. I have a feeling we're gonna have to be calling Sean and Craig with Bikes and Beards. Yeah, we'll probably have to be calling in some favors from them. We have a lot of pieces. I can't believe that a little tiny tote goat wannabe, such as the Rokon, would have so many little pieces.
Hey, dinner.
What's up?
Did you hear about the computer that took a cross-country trip?
The computer that took a cross-country trip.
It was a hard drive.
It's so dumb. We got a ton of stuff done. We got the Rokon all stripped apart. We got it up to the sandblasters. I'm excited for them to get that done because that means that we're gonna be painting it. One little announcement, we are just about out of pieces of paint from the Golden Nugget. So if anybody wants a little piece of Golden Nugget history, now is the time. Today will be the last day that we're gonna have any because we're just about sold out. So head over to RobbyLayton.com, get yourself some merch, get that special piece of paper. As always, we appreciate you guys. And if you enjoyed this video, go check out this one.
Hehehe